lakad matatag!
Normally. It becomes a very difficult lane for Rubik pretty quickly. Even though once Rubik
took the DOT really right at the start. That is going to push him back, although... Okay, they're just going to go until somebody dies. And I think Matthew goes down first here. He pops the Fairy Fire, though. Is that enough? No, it is... Oh, yes, it is. Okay, the DOT eventually takes Boris down as they do make the trade. And then back to Chris Luck. Is handling himself. Up top, though, not the same for Boris. It's getting jumped in on. Malefisk used. Matthew gets the combo pretty much for free at that point, and they manage to find themselves a pickoff. Now they're looking for another on the other side because...
lightning hurts.
Yeah, with the mana to spam it out now, it turns into a much more significant threat. Speaking of threats, what is going on here in the river? Matthew rotates his way in. Chris Luck, well, that's the problem. He wasn't really the target. Excuse me, not the target. He wasn't really the damage dealer at the start of that fight. Xantic just kind of comes in with the life drain, and a little bit of an example there for the...
A little bit of a cast range advantage with the Aether Lens, something that the Rubik will eventually be able to fix, but just in that moment, too much damage. And now, big fight over the stacks here.
Here's the Chrono. It's going to be deployed onto 2. They've already lost Boris, though, so there isn't a lot of follow-up damage into the Chronosphere, and yeah, that means Yuma has to sort of rethink this, but with Xantic coming in, that changes their plans. They get that decrep into the life drain onto Whisper. They'll take him out. Xantic very low on HP himself, but it looks like he's going to be able to...
That'll happen, and okay, Xantic got fogged, so does cancel out his ulti, so Matthew gets to walk, but the tower's still dying.
Kaz is here, but he doesn't have Wukongs, and yeah, now he's going to get trapped up in the Chrono. The life drain is on him. Can they save him at all? Oh, can he save himself, actually? Kaz is starting to heal up, but the decrep is going to prevent him from getting any right clicks in. They still need to get him away. They can't do it. Kaz goes down. Alexo is traded out, but if you're wildcard again, you are...
Boris might get glimpsed back. Really, there's no place he can go, actually.
Yeah, they're just going to get a quick kill onto him. It may cost them Matthew, though. Yeah, Sharpshooter comes in to finish the job, so all of that turns into a one-for-one trade on the supports that technically, in terms of gold, favors wildcard, but this is going to be where things get a little bit more dicey. That is Xantic pulled back into a Static Storm combo, and now they absolutely have to get something in exchange. They're looking for the Rubik, but there's the Black Hole. Whisper blinks in, catches out too. Chris Luck still dies, but if they could turn this into a teamfight win, they're going to be more than happy with it. They get Alexo. The Malefice now down onto Divine Llama as well. Do they want to chase? Because says kind of. There we go. Drops the Wukongs down. It wasn't going to have the radius at first, but the Glimpse pulls the Doom back in. Yeah, they will have more than enough damage, and honestly, from Xantic, this Nether Ward, it's nice, but it's not really enough to fully dissuade people from going in, as Matthew... I'm not entirely sure what he was trying to do there, but he is trying to make a great escape. He goes north as the Doom blinks south, and all of this is acting as a bit of a distraction, because here comes the rest of EG, looking for some sort of engagement. They're going to try to punish Xantic. They glimpse him back into the static, and somehow Matthew is the absolute perfect bait. I'm not even sure if he was trying to do that when he started, but that's going to be the end result. Where they do spot Yuma, but it's not going to be an easy kill unless they get the jump on him. And Yuma, he just used the time walk. He's in trouble. There's going to be your Black Hole. They're going to lock it down. And the reinforcements will not arrive in time. In fact, Boris, not only here too late to help, but maybe too late to avoid retaliation, but doesn't look like they want to go for it. They already used their Black Hole. Matthew is very low on HP, but Panda is looking for it. There's the glimpse. Xantic's going to get pulled back into the Static Storm, and, well, this is going to be a problem. They don't kill him off immediately, but again, nobody wants to push into Static to help him. They don't really have the means to do so, and now because he wants to go even further, getting in onto Boris, they're going to lift him up and pull him back. They find that pickoff, and for wildcard, it's time to cut your losses. They're just trying to get everybody out of here. Alexo, though, is being chased through the trees. Stolen Bushwhack does not hit, but it gets them the vision that they need for the glimpse.
Still, always have to be very careful. Don't want to lose that first Aegis too quickly, but okay, Yuma says thank you for bringing me back in. Doesn't really care too much. Because is also getting that split push going. They're checking in the trees for the monkey, but he simply isn't there. And finally, the Nether Blast. They're going to start coming in. Yuma,
Well,
okay, found Whisper.
Yeah,
but
if they can get the
damage.
kill, they do have it, but there's a buyback. He is going to pop it. So Whisper back on the front line, and now they know Chrono's unavailable. They're going to glimpse him back. The Time Walk doesn't really do him much good, and if they could take out the first life, if they could get the Aegis out of his hands without having to use those big ults, now they're set up for something else. Because is going to throw down his ult. Panda drops one as well. And Yuma, well, if it's not for the buyback on Whisper, that check Roshan though, but it is a long timer. Over 2 minutes before Roche will be back up.
Yeah, and well, the Dawnbreaker, yeah, is going to get seen. Would have to ult to his team, but no, there's no time. Goes down. But Wildcard called that with the bottom wave pushing as far as it was, that there might have been somebody in that triangle, which is a guess that they do whiff on. But the play, and there's a buyback on that Dawnbreaker, but they're really looking for this team fight.
Well, there's the Rubik jumping in, though. The Doom is going to be deployed, so they do lock Yuma down. The Solar Guardian now coming into play. They got the Static Storm dropped as well. They caught both of the main cores in it. And Wildcard, they just weren't ready. Again, the buyback kind of catches them by surprise. First it was Whispers, now it's Matthews. Oh, Tavai, though, does make the jump in. Doom on himself. He's going to be able to lock down at least one. Matthew, yeah, going down as well. So they get the double, and now they're going to try to push on to Pekaz. Pekaz has to try and hold his ground. Whisper, though, is going to come over to help him out. That allows them to take down Boris and Tavai. I'm not 100% sure you win this fight, and I don't think he wants to try. He's going to back himself off now. Or maybe not. Blinks back in, goes for the Infernal. Pops his BKB, but there's the Black Hole. He does eventually get punished. Pekaz can just whack away at him.
They've just been cleaning up these outer towers, and I think they should be able to get these last tier 2s before EG are ready to fight, but EG say no, we want to fight. We find the backline Whisper is raring to use this refresher. He's got 2 black holes to use, and scary. Now, Whisper.
Makes the jump, but the telekinesis is actually going to lock him down for a moment, but Whisper is still dying. He does have a buyback, but at this point, I'm not really sure they're going to want to use it. Crystalluck did steal Chrono, though. So that's, you know, I mean, it's interesting. I'm not really sure if it's going to help them out with no Whisper.
It all has been still out farming the lanes, pushing in those creeps, and he's got that 25, so he's ready to take that brawl as well. Boris is crazy.
Yeah, this is maybe a little too far forward. Yuma, he doesn't have Chrono, so I don't really know how much he wants to try and do here. Pushes in, gets the dilation, and then backs out. So a little bit too far out of Boris there as Crystalluck. Oh, he's thinking about going in. He still has the Chronosphere. The Static Storm has been thrown out first, so he's going to use the Chrono to try and keep Xantic out of the fight, and that is actually perfect. Technically, Yuma was caught in that as well, but he can still move, but he doesn't want to move forward into the Static Storm, so he has to abandon his teammates. And EG in 3, will it get here in time? Roshan already dropping low. Pekaz able to get into the pit, but the Eul Scepter is going to throw him up in the air. The Chronosphere is going to get thrown down underneath his feet. And, well, there's no backup right now for the Monkey King. Pekaz's help is all the way back because Tavai was able to pop the Doom on himself and push his way forward, but Whisper's still going to get a Black Hole off. Connecting on to 3. Where's the damage, though? They've lost the Monkey King. He does buy back, trying to re-enter this fight. And maybe they can start to turn this around. Tavai Lama's been taken down. Xantic is low as well. Whisper looking for his moment, hoping for a second Black Hole. He did refresh it, but he hasn't thrown it out just yet because, honestly, they may not need it. They've caught Yuma. Can they bring his first life down? Yes, they can. And now is when they're going to try to set up. Whisper, what does he have? He's got a BKB ready. The Eul Scepter, though, did throw him up in the air, but it's not going to stop it. The Black Hole comes through. They do catch Yuma. And Wildcard are on the retreat. Even though they take Roshan, they were not ready for the full-on engagement that followed.
No, and Crystalluck just carried. He just carried the entire fight. He just has time-locked War Stomp. He's perma-stunning heroes right now, and okay, he's a little bit too far and might die to all these buybacks, but all the buybacks have been forced, but
Xantic dies back.
Have buyback on Rubik. Yeah, it's time to get back in the fight. This is their moment to win. They cannot lose Whisper, though.
He's dropping low. He does go down. Okay. That's Whisper out. Matthew's going to fall now as well. Pekaz on the front line. Doesn't have any backup, but he is holding BKB. He's going to pop it now. Here comes the Solar Guardian in as well. They're trying to keep Pekaz alive. Healing up off the Jingu, and they are turning. Yuma's going to get taken down. Tavai Lama next up on the chopping block. He falls as well. No buybacks available. They've all been used already. And EG, well, have they found their moment? Boris glimpsed back, hit up by the Nullifier, and will be dropped. And there's the GG.
Yeah. Oh boy. Ooh, it's perfect. It was just perfectly baited out, and then at the end there, I don't know what cut it. I think it was Matthew, but cut the tree of the Hoodwink so he gets the BKB off. He starts only got 3 or 4 seconds of rage, and you can die pretty darn easily to that combination of...
Yeah, I mean, why not? Sometimes we see the Queen of Pain try to cheat and max the Scream just for the farming potential, but even if you're not going to win the trades, you still need to commit to the trades against the Kunkka. Speaking of commitment, Panda a little bit overcommitted there in the bottom lane. Tavai hits him up with the stun and the cause barrier there, so You know, both of the position 4 heroes just trying to do a little bit more, but now they are going to make an attempt here onto Boris, and
Yeah.
no point in scurry means you are not getting out of that one.
Yeah, and one of the
Across the river to try and start a fight.
Yeah, and with them knowing where the Hoodwink is, well, of course, is going to get gone on. 6-minute rune. They are going to fight, and Haste Rune, you couldn't ask for a worse rune for Wildcard, because now
snowball.
the Kunkka... Oh.
Is he going to die to the DOT here? He very well might, yeah. They do manage to bring him down. I do believe Boris is going to pay for that one, but he is going to get locked down, and that should set up Chris Luck to finish the kill, or maybe not. The snowball actually going to prevent him from getting the damage out immediately, but the ghost ship still does the work. Devi taken down. Alexo falls as well. Almost a mad scramble at the end there, ET, but EG get their kills. Boots coming out to Chris Luck. Of course, that was his. Panda is in. Whisper's going to charge. It's the trample. Malefice, though, is going to hold him back for a moment, but will it be enough? Maybe, because Alexo comes in. They take down Panda. The Pulverize will not be enough damage for the kill, and all of a sudden, Whisper, you're a little bit too far forward. He is going to back himself away, and Devi will not be killed. He's going to lose his Eidolons here, but you're going to be okay with that, especially if you can turn this around, because there's still 4 heroes here. Because didn't realize. Can anyone help him? Here comes Whisper, in with the charge, into the trample. That doesn't really help his teammate, but maybe he can find some sort of return kill. He is pushing quite nicely, and with Panda back in, they got onto one. Xantic, I don't know about this. Yeah, there's the Pulverize. He is dropping low. Can he be finished off? Yes, he can. Frostbite from Panda gets the job done.
On his TP, but mid tower is taking quite a bit of damage. They do need people to start arriving. DD on the Quap as well, making it a lot less close, but Alexo gets scouted, and well, he's got a friend. He's gonna try to get the trade, and what a Sonic Wave, but
oh, now he's rooted though. The Frostbite's gonna catch him out. The Freezing Field is being channeled. He doesn't have a blink. Matthew will just TP himself home. Whisper was faking out the right clicks in case they did not.
And okay, TP top, infest Alexo, get a smoke going, looking for the gyro, farming his triangle, and they will narrowly avoid Panda, but then to get scouted by the tail end, but Picasso still falls into it.
He's just going to hold his ground. He's going to throw out that call down. It's not going to be enough to save him. Maybe they get a kill onto Alexo here. Yeah, they will find the kill, but over on the other side of the map, Whisper goes in with Chris Luck, so they'll take Devi Llama out. That's going to make this a pretty favorable trade at the moment, but with Yuma getting involved, Panda may end up going down here, or not quite. He pops the Frostbite, he gets the slow, he's walking away. Whisper now, TP's in and charges forward, so they'll take out Boris. And Wildcard, have they overextended again? He's looking for the Pulverize in another 5 seconds, so they need to keep heroes locked in place. It's Xantic going to get pulled back by the X into the boat, or not the boat, excuse me, into the Torrent and the Frostbite. Order in that lane so that they can just continue to farm it, but at the same time, they did just lose their tower mid. Chris Luck, now he's going to get some damage onto Xantic, but he might want to be careful. Here comes a snowball. He does have BKB. He didn't opt to use it immediately, though. He's going to try to hold, and while he holds their attention mid, Devi ended up getting taken down in the bottom lane. They kill him and TP out, so now, yeah, the focus is just too split. Half the lineup's down bot, the other half's mid, so Alexo is kind of the one left in the lurch. Maximum efficiency, I guess, but it was freaking out the item purchasing tooltip, and now that he's got phase boots picked up, ET, I think we're done with those shenanigans, but it was kind of funny while it lasted. This is not funny if you're Devi, though. This is just a straight-up death, and you can't afford to be in this lane anymore. Neither can Boris. Yeah, you don't want to be there, and by the time they realize that, it's way too late.
Yeah, I feel like this is EG's just slam dunk. Just every single lane has kill threat, everybody has kill potential, and that's an Orchid reveal on the Lifestealer who needs his Tusk, and Tusk...
Oh, the snowball didn't hit him.
Missed.
Yuma's not dead yet, though, but there's the Freezing Field. His TP will just barely get off, so he is safe, ET.
Getting the play going, and Matthew, that would be a nice pick, but Whisper's already there to make the counter jump, and Whisper, he's got 5 stacks, he's got the upward, he's got a rock to throw as well, but Yuma does just rage TP out, what he's allowed to do, but at least they get the tower.
Tower claim. The lesson to be learned here is Devi gets his TP canceled by the rock throw. Yeah. Just gotta sit here and wait for death. There is absolutely no way you pop Black Hole in this instance. And Devi,
Are you okay?
the last 15 minutes have just been about as bad as possible for the Enigma player.
Bad Enigma game, you know? It's hard to say, but That's what it ended up feeling like. And then, again, a very difficult draft to look for those bans as Whisper. Well, he just goes. Get you early, get you fast, and okay, Glyph doing a lot of damage, and Whisper might just go down, but okay.
Can they turn this into more? Xantix already popped his BKB, so he's got to be careful pushing in. But that Bushwhack, okay, it'll catch out too. That's going to sort of disrupt things a little bit, but because with the Aegis feels like pushing his way forward, they're able to take down Oh, Divide, it's just a nightmare. Nothing can possibly go his way. And that's it. Fight's done. Yuma's just going to try to get back into the base. Maybe he makes it, but how unfortunate can one man be? It's starting to feel a little bit unfair. I don't know, ET. Maybe the BKB changes something. It's just...
Ooh.
Okay. This might change something too. Whisper... Oh, no, the Lotus. Alexa's going to try to pull him back as far as he can. They do get the Bushwhack down onto him into the Sonic Wave, so they might still find the kill. But this has bought a lot of time for EG to get the rest of the lineup in, and they're going to go for it. There's the root, there's the freezing field, there's the call down on top of it. Yuma's dead, and Xantix has to blink back. And they are in full retreat. Alexo, how far away can he pull these heroes? Well, he can pull them pretty far away. The problem is Matthew has the movement to keep up with him, so this is not really going to go the way he wants it to. He'll just try to fight for as long as he can, but here comes Panda. Has to wait a moment as the snowball will delay this, but it can only delay. It can't prevent the death.
Yeah, and because that is a blind purchase. They are not aware of it just yet with the Kunkka. Well, here we are. The last Rax, the last tier 3.
Tavai gets caught out of the base, so he is not available. There's no buyback. He's dead for 40, and they're just starting to fall apart. Yuma with his BKB is holding on the front line, but he's not going to hold for long, and there's your GG. Wildcard just get overwhelmed here in Game 2. And
Feels good to be this good.
well, ET, to a certain extent, we kind of talked about this.
Right.